Welcome to the Saturday live stream. The worst time to stream in the morning. Let me tell you, this is me in game, just getting out of bed, and this is me in real life, just got out of bed. Happy Saturday. We are going to go check out a few different places in the verse today. You know, my last stream on Thursday, I didn't have much of an agenda. I wanted to see the verse, I wanted to go exploring, and it was kind of like a point in one direction and just kind of fly there and take some suggestions. Today, I have a couple of places that I've done a little bit of research, I guess you could say. And although I don't know what they look like, I have them on a list. And it's going to be kind of interesting because some of these places you can just fly to. Other of the places you kind of have to hunt for. You got to triangulate the location and stuff to find them. So it'll be really interesting to see if we can actually find them. And if we do, have an opportunity to check them out. Todd Blazer, good to see you in the chat, brother. King Garasu. Afternoon, you mean morning? Yes, it is very, very much morning. Nice haircut. Yeah, thank you, Commander. That is true. I did get a haircut. We have family visiting today. Well, for like the entire week. And my wife looked at me and she said, "You cannot look like that for family." That was exactly the tone that she said it in. You cannot look like that. So she made me go get my haircut. And it's probably a good thing, because if it wasn't for her, I'd probably look the same as I used to, 10 years ago in streams. Long hair, kind of shaggy, more of a beard. So yeah, there are benefits to having a partner who, forces you to take care of yourself. Yes, Pete, we are playing Star Citizen again. And don't be surprised if next week we are playing Alien Fireteam Elite 2. Space game, aliens, lots of guts, lots of acid flying all over the place, and hopefully lots of fun. I'm going to need a couple volunteers to come join me for that one again. What you been up to, Pete? Good to see you, brother. I need to rent a ship, by the way. I got to go down to the refinery and rent a ship for this little exploration journey. I want to maybe check out one of the Drakes. Not the one that we had on Thursday. It's going to be a different Drake. And by the way, if you weren't on the Thursday stream, let me just tell you, although you may not be able to see it through the stream itself, you might be able to pick up hints of it as we walk through the environment. I got a new PC. Hang on just one sec. Every time I walk through this refinery, it is so damn loud I can't hear a thing. Okay, so I got a new PC. Won't say I was forced into it, but I will say that my wife somewhat twisted my rubber arm. Oh, it's finally cool in the UK again? You'll start streaming again soon? That's good, man. Let's do something funny here. It is currently 23 degrees in my room. I want to see, by the time that this stream ends, how much the room heats up from the 3 monitors and the PC going. Okay, so we're going to check back on this. Someone keep me honest on that. We're going to check back in a couple hours. The other day, I think it went up by about 4 degrees. By the time I left, it was 27 degrees in my office, and it was getting a little toasty. So this is what I wanted to grab, the Cuddy Black. Yeah, let's grab this one for the exploration. That looks kind of cool. Everyone says this is the ship that I want, so we're going to take that out exploring. And while I'm here, I have a burrito, but I need a couple of crews. Let's grab a couple of these too. So yeah, I got a new PC. Mostly because, we were having those weird streaming issues where the stream kept like once in a while, maybe once or twice during the stream, it would just like stutter and kind of freeze up. And I'm sure it had a lot to do with the fact that it was a 4060 video card with only 8 gigs of RAM and whatever my processor is. It's like an i3 or i4 or something like that. I don't even know. Not a particularly great processor. And I mean, I won't get into the details of it, but I did just get a little bit of money happened to fall on my lap, and my wife said, "You know what? You deserve it. You work hard. You should go buy yourself a new PC that you can actually stream with properly." And so I said, "Yeah, okay." Well, I didn't say yeah, okay. I hesitated for about 2 weeks, and then I ho-hummed about what I should buy, and spent every waking hour researching all the different components, because I was like out of the PC game for such a long time that I had no idea what I actually should buy. And then finally, when I settled on a reasonable budget and got all of the parts and components into my shopping cart, she pressed the buy now button. So it arrived. I did a little bit of assembly. It was fun. And here we are with brand new PC. And the game runs beautiful, by the way. I've got everything in very high graphics right now, and it is something else. Konnichiwa. Look who it is. It's Dreliza Beth Noble. Good to see you, Dr. Elizabeth. Got up to 38 last week, Pete, in the computer room. Oh my god. That is brutal, brother. That is brutal. Yeah, I don't know how you could do that. You feel like I'm shopping for a new car? Ship, rent them out, see if you like them. Yeah, no, it kind of is like that. It's kind of a nice thing, though. I gotta say, I like the rental. Yes, we are, Mr. Audi. We are going exploring in the brand new rented, where is it? Drake Cutlass Black. There we go. This was strongly recommended to me by some other players as the ship that I should be buying and using for myself. And then, interestingly enough, as I was chatting with ChatGPT last night, talking about the stream, it also suggested the Cuddy Black. Did I not call this? That's weird. I heard it. Uh-oh. I hear the elevator door, but it's not this one. Okay. It also suggested the Cuddy Black. It said if you really want to make things interesting, go with the Cuddy Red. I was like, why the hell would I take the Cuddy Red? Well, it's a medical transport ship, and it could make the stream even more interesting because it's red. Like, uh-oh. Okay, hey, look at this. So, again, I make this mistake all the time. And it's a great way to start the stream, is by completely bugging the game out, which I've done once again. Let me scrap this brick ship. Every single time. Uh-oh. Yep, it's gone. It's gone. So technically it's on the pad, but we can't see it. So the only way to fix this is to log out and log back in. Cuddy Black's your ship, Pete. Nice. You lived out of a Cuddy Red for a few months. Definitely changed the livery. Okay. Yeah. This is what I get for playing on a US server. Let's see. It's 8:10. I thought the US server would be a good one and not buggy. Let's jump over to EU and see. Oh, 9 people, 4 people. Okay, hold on. Which server is not highly populated right now? 2 in Australia, 2 in Asia. Yeah, we'll go with Asia. Red has the med beds, give you respawn points. Just enough room in the back section to get like a hover bike in there, maybe 1 to 2 SCU crates. Yeah, I mean, that's not really what we're doing today. Let me tell you what we are doing. I gotta pull up my little flight itinerary here. So we hit up Daymar the other day, which is, well, we started with Orison. We did Orison first, because I thought Orison is a pretty cool city to show off. If you're going to show off this game, it is absolutely lovely. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Oh, you could tell we're on the Asian server, right? Wokai Yintan. I don't know what that means. I hope I just didn't, like, completely swear my head off in some Asian language. That was not Vietnamese, though. I know all the swear words there. My channel's going to get banned because I just said something terrible. So we did Orison. That was the first stop because we're right beside Crusader in Crew L1 right now. This is kind of like my home base that I've set up for myself. And then we went down to Daymar, but I didn't really look for what I was looking for on Daymar. Apparently Daymar has these really cool canyons. So that's going to be... Oh, no, we're not doing it from here. That's going to be the first thing that we're going to look for is I want to find these canyons, and I want to do... Ooh, medium, I guess. I have 2 hangars, apparently. We're going to go do a little canyon run. Is the Drake hoodie a medium? Is that what it is? Is that why I have a medium hanger? You hear Chalas and Ashland have nice sunsets and rises. Well, we are going to do Daymar. And then apparently there's the UEES Flysa somewhere on Daymar. It's one of these places that you have to triangulate. So that should be interesting. And then I will tell you after Daymar where we are going to go next. So Drake Cutlass Black. Let's see if it works. And yeah, I forgot to put my helmet back on too. But apparently it fixed my drink problem. Where are Chalas and Ashland? Which system is that in, Mr. Audi? Oh no. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. I thought it wasn't coming back up. Show me the ship. It's a weird looking ship though. Cuddy is medium. Maybe you were calling it into a small hangar. That is possible. You never know. You never know with Star Citizen. You never know what you're going to get. All right. So let's see. We'll take a look at the ship first. Big honking engines in the back. It does look like there is a ramp right here. Let's open her up. There is. So we have the back entrance. And what just happened? That's weird. The ramp doesn't come all the way down? Oh, I have been on this ship. This is the ship that I stole guns from the other day. Oh, no, it's not. No, it looks slightly different. Nope, this is the one. This is the one that I stole the guns from. I mean, I didn't steal them. I was borrowing them. I was completely going to give them back when the guy walked the 20 kilometers to his ship. It was just a prank, right? I wouldn't steal a thing. I do not understand the purpose of these grid fins on the side there, except for aerodynamics. They're in Pyro. It's where there's highly contested commodities that people fight over. Go there. Well, I am going to go there. In fact, I went to Pyro the other day, and let me just take a look. The last stop that I have on this list is a Pyro system. Pyro system location, rather. So, and I have no problem going to Pyro. And if I get into PvP, then hey, that's just the way that it goes. You gotta learn how to navigate, right? Besides, I was told most players in this game are totally friendly. Nobody wants to shoot me. Okay. So there's a ramp access, and I'm wondering if there's any other access I don't see. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there is. This one. Oh, okay, you can't get up there. That is not for access to the ship. For climbing up, it is just like storage. Alright, I guess we're going up the ramp. Cuddy Black is a good multi-purpose, yeah. He would not have given up, Garesu. Come on. He knew his ship was right there. He was totally going. Why would he give up? You could practically see it. Alright. Does this ship have a voice? It doesn't. You know, it's interesting. I've noticed that some ships speak to you, while other ships don't give a crap about you. Come on. Open up. The voices I've come across, too, are pretty funny. Shields are down! And you got, like, that really aggressive voice, and then you have, like, the pretty calm voices. Hey, Danny. Good to see you, brother. Danny, you are on a 5-stream streak. I dare not say that quickly right now. Cuddy B is the first generalist ship. It seems like there's a lot of generalist ships in the game. Oh, I forgot to close the outside door. Hold on a second. Do we have a button for that somewhere? Power engine. There we go. There we go. Okay. You never know. Can't let those pesky alien buggers get inside my ship. Or some random Commander Josh Hawkins who's running around looking to get in your ship and steal your guns. Let's take a look at this thing. Gear up. It's got like intakes on there. It's to keep the brakes cool, right? That's what the fin grids are for. Gotta keep your space brakes cool. Oh, and it has a turret up on the top. Hang on a second. Where do you get into that turret from? Happens to everyone. Oh, it's right here. Aha. All I had to do was turn around. Let's see. Going up, sir. Nice. Okay. So this is actually, I guess you could say a two-man ship. Kind of cool. I like it. Well, I guess I'll have to split myself in half at some point. Oh, 3-man. What the hell? I mean, one day I guess they'll have to give these co-pilot seats an actual purpose. Because for now... Oh, it doesn't even do anything. It's... Let's see, power on. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can manage power over here if you really want to be like, yeah, you can just go manage all the pips. That's cool. You could do the hailing. I'm assuming that they could hail for your ship to open up, like, doors and stuff. So this could be like the engineering seat. And monitoring status while someone's doing all the stuff. And then you can have someone up in the gunnery turret doing that stuff. Co-pilot seat is where you operate the tractor for... The tractor? What tractor? This thing has a tractor beam? Is that what you mean? Alright, well, we are going to head to Daymar. And we're going to go look for those canyons. Because apparently they are something to behold. Alright, Daymar it is. Let's go. I guess we'll try to spot them from space first. Like, I really like the idea of multi-crew. I like the idea of having different roles within the ship. It does have a tractor beam for loading cargo. Oh, okay. So that's cool. So it's a turret for defense, and then it's cargo loading for when you need to load. But how many? I didn't actually check how many SCU this thing can manage. Let's take a look while we're quantum traveling over there. Not gonna lie, it's kind of nice to have everything all in one level like this, aside from the gunner seat. Yeah, it does look like it's got a pretty decent amount of space. Let's see. I mean, at least 2 SCU there, maybe 3 if it goes over the fins, probably not. Possibly even 3 stacks high, I don't know. I don't know how high that can get. If these are actual cargo grids right here or not, it's hard to tell. This for sure is, and it looks like it holds the big ones, so those are like the double-sized crates. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I guess that's double-sized crates ones. 8s? Oh, 8s. Okay. Oh, 8s is pretty good. Wait a sec. So this fits 4 1s in this little square? Are the 1s really that small? Oh, okay. I guess they are. It's like Minecraft blocks, right? 1 meter by 1 meter. They're deceptively small when you're looking at them in 2D, but if you put it in VR, they're quite large. You can't exactly jump up onto them. Please tell me that we've arrived at Daymar. Oh, we're at Crusader. No. What the hell is going on here? What just happened? I swear Crusader was right in our face when I just walked up here. And when I sat down, it disappeared. Something strange is going on in Star Citizen. Wonder what that could be. Oh, you know, I'm going to tell you how wonderful my wife is. She's been watching me stream for the past few weeks, and she said, Josh, you need some streaming shirts. So she went out and she bought me some nerd shirts because I just don't have enough. This one is pretty cool. Hard to show off the back, but the other one's awesome. The other one's my favorite, but I'm saving it for the next stream. Wandering Planet. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, let's look for canyons. I guess we're going to be looking for something like that up there. Those could be canyons, I suppose. Eager Flats Aid Shelter. Hang on one sec. Let me see if I wrote down where the canyons could be. Hey, buddy. I am streaming. Do you want to come say hi to chat?
I want to also show chat my wiggly tooth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, come here, Copilot. So, first of all, Copilot, fix your hair, buddy. You got to look good for the stream. Okay, give a salute. All right, and this is how he ended up with a wiggly tooth, just from smacking his head over and over and over again. But my co-pilot has his first loose tooth. And it is really wiggly. Let's see, can I see it this morning? I didn't get to see. Let's see. Oh my god, that thing might come out today.
I can put the end of my tongue completely under it.
He could put the end of his tongue completely under it. Wow. Wow, it's so loose you can wiggle it with your tongue even, hey?
Yeah, and I can even do this.
He wants... So what do you want? When you put it under the pillow for the tooth fairy, do you want her to bring you a spaceship? Yeah.
Yeah, but a toy one.
A toy spaceship? All right. Yeah. There's some salutes in chat for you, bud.
Can you pick me up and put my tooth right in front of the
You really want to show them your tooth? Okay. It's wiggly.
Hey, look, it's 07.
Yeah, it's 07. Hang on one second, Danny. I gotta switch back over to the game here. All right, buddy.
Yeah, you're doing a backflip.
Yes, I am doing a backflip. I wonder why I'm doing a backflip. Could it be because you're flying the ship?
Hey.
This little guy, I tell ya, is going to have his own stream one day. Right?
Daddy, look what I remembered how to do.
Yeah, you remember how to twist the joystick like that. Good job. You know what? I had him helping me doing some space mining the other day. Remember you were doing some space mining the other day?
Yeah, but look what I found.
You found a really cool gas giant planet right over there. Yeah, whoa, 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 whoa! We don't press that one. Alright. Alright, go have some fun downstairs. I'll come see you after my stream, okay? Alright.
What are you going to do?
Alright, bud. I'll see you after. This kid, I tell ya, he is going to be one hell of a streamer. Okay. Canyons. Canyons. Where were we going? Back down to canyons.
Oh my God.
Hey. Yes, buddy, that is Daddy's work computer. Okay, get out of here. No, you gotta go now. The only problem is it's a little hard to get rid of him. He's like one of those gnats on a summer day that just kind of fly around your face, and you're trying to swat them away, and they just won't go anywhere, right? All right, bud. I'll tell you what. You get out of here right now. I'll give you this. This is yours. Can you read what it says? Okay. Get out. Close the door, please, pal. Thank you. Can you close the door, please?
I have an idea.
Buddy. 1 second, folks. Yeah, following in his dad's footsteps. Okay, yeah, you can put that there. All right. Now, get, boy. All right, this is what would happen if you joined into a stream that was run by a 6-year-old, by the way. It would look something like this. Azrin, Aswan, good to see you. I'm trying to take... I've got a very bad virus on my computer right now. It's taken the shape of a 6-year-old, and it's really hard to get rid of. Apparently, there's no antibiotics that cure this. So it's kind of stuck on me. You what?
I don't have a virus.
You don't? No, you don't have a virus. You are a virus. I can't get rid of you. What am I supposed to do?
You'll get rid of me when I die.
Oh my God! I really hope you don't die, pal. Okay, that would not be good. Listen, if you want to be here, do you want to be helpful?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's be helpful. Okay. This is not being helpful for the stream.
Wow.
I don't even know what you did there. So, Andy K, good morning, good afternoon. All right, we are gonna have. We are supposed to be exploring right now. I'm supposed to be going to canyons, but some tiny little creature has taken over my office, and I'm going to have to do a thing. So I'm gonna go be a dad for a second, and I will be right back. You may stare at the space screen for about 30 seconds while I return. And that is what happens. Okay. Don't have kids, folks. Well, don't have them without very good locks on your doors if you plan on streaming. And What did you say? The thing that usually gets stuck on us in the ship is the internals, the famous plushy Pico. I have no idea what that is. All right, we are looking for canyons. Let's go find a canyon. I don't know what buttons he's pressed. I think my landing gear are down. Yes, they are. Shall we continue? Alrighty. Time to get him a PC in Star Citizen. Azrin, the old PC, the one that I just upgraded from, is sitting... Where is it? It's down there. And then the other old PC is right down over there. So one is going to go to my wife, and one is going to go to my son. And at some point or another, he will be playing this game. Or maybe he'll be playing some other game. Probably something else. The thing is, he knows how to use a controller really, really well because he's been playing on the Xbox for years. But he is not particularly good with the mouse and keyboard yet. That is something that he has not come to grips with, let's say. So it'll take him a little bit of training on the PC before he's able to fully embrace actual games that require mouse and keyboard. And I'm not going to go out and spend $600 on a new HOTAS for him. Although I do have the old X52 Pro. Maybe I would give that to him and let him kind of muck around with it. It does work, it's just kind of floppy. Yep, problem solved is right. Okay, let's see. Do these look like canyons? No, that doesn't look like canyons. Those are more like raised ridges. You recommend the Lego games? They have pretty simple but good puzzles and you can use the controller. You know, Garesu, I actually have real Legos for him. And, you know, with nothing against computer games, obviously, but he has enough screen time already that I would much rather he play with the real Legos, and he loves them, actually. I mean, here's a spaceship that he made with me the other day. Here is another kind of spaceship of some kind that he made with me the other day. Yes, they are on my desk. That's just the way that it works with Legos. Whenever something gets built, they get placed on my desk. I grew up on Legos, and I think it's great that he loves them as much as he does. Okay, that one over there, that looks like a canyon, so that's kind of where I want to get to. I don't know why, it's screaming canyon to me, this long... Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe it's just a mountain range. We gotta find the canyons. We're gonna have to fly around a little bit here. We'll try to fly to that side. Minlow Spire. Keep them away from Roblox. Dude, I can't do the Roblox thing. I think Roblox is just like the biggest disgusting scam game in the entire world. And not only that, but ooh, okay, hold on a second. But he literally those canyons? Maybe. He watched some Roblox thing the other day, and it just happened to have like a scary Roblox monster in it, and like for the past couple of weeks now, he won't go into a room unless the lights are on and unless one of us are with him. It's like traumatized him because like there was like some kind of jump scare from the Roblox monster, and so now he thinks that there's monsters living in every shadow. Get him the 1984 Elite. You know, it's funny. I remember watching a video of some dude. He posted it on YouTube where he made his kid go through video games in the same order that he grew up playing them. So like he started him off on like a VIC-20 and then eventually to a Commodore 64, or I don't even remember what it was. Maybe he started with like Pong or something like that. And then to like a Commodore 64, and then slowly upgrading from there, and made him go through like every single console and PC release that there was before he got to modern games. I think it's a really cool way, to be honest, to like learn video games, because this is it. These are the canyons. Oh, hey, you know what? We're gonna check something else out. There are some creatures over here. Valacar juveniles. This is something that you don't see much of in Elite Dangerous. Fauna. Before we go check out the canyons right over there. Wow, I guess we are still almost a quarter of a kilometer up. It says that they're here. I don't see them, though. They must be tiny. The hell? Is there actually something there, or not? What is going on here? Well, maybe they are not there. These things could be glitched. Get out and get close to them? Okay. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to see them from the ship. Are they like mice or something? What the hell? I can't land either. Oh, that is landing. It's just a very bouncy landing. Okay. You'll buy me a Pico? I don't even know what a Pico is, man. I don't know if I want to know what a Pico is. My son's into these, what the hell do they call them now? Squishy bows or something. The mystery box, little Benbow jellies. You open them up and you never know what kind of Bambao you're going to get out of there. Oh, the ship really is bouncing. Okay, so it wasn't just me. Let's see. So where... Get close to them. Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ. You suck. Who said get close to them? Azrin? Oh my god. Okay. That is not what I was expecting. I was expecting a cute, cuddly, damn little rabbit creature or something. Not a freaking worm jump out of the ground. Okay, God, what the hell? Eat lead. Holy crap. Talk about jump scares. Like, what the hell, man? No warning. What is this? A Valkar Fang. Holy. Oh. You're tempted to warn me, but restrain yourself, and I hate you both. Okay. Just give me a second. I gotta, like, let my blood pressure calm down for a second here. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. I thought it was a little shot of adrenaline there. Who needs coffee when you have friends like this? Okay. Oh, I guess I'm ripping out all their fangs or something here. I thought there was just one. Let me get the rest off of this one. These are probably worth something, considering these things scare the hell out of you. Jesus. It's just preparation for the alien stream. You know... Okay, I think there might have been another one. Hang on a sec. Could these things actually hurt me, or did they just scare the poop out of you? Is it just the two? I didn't even have my gun out or anything. I had no idea that those things were supposed to be like graboids. So I watched the movie Tremors when I was, a teenager, I guess. And I had a Gazette route, Gazette being the newspaper here in Montreal. So I started delivering the Gazette when I was 13, and I delivered the newspaper for 4 or 5 years or something like that. Every morning, 4 o'clock, rain, shine, worst snowstorm you can imagine. I was out there hauling papers, and by the end, I had, I don't know, maybe 150 papers I delivered every single morning. And I swear to God, I'm not the type of guy that gets like scared from movies or anything. Well, I'm a little bit better now as an adult. As a kid, there were things that still did creep me out a little bit. And I loved the movie Tremors. It was fantastic. But there was a time when I was, 13 or 14 after watching that movie, where I'd be outside bright and early, not a soul is awake in the world, and you're walking around, and I'd just be like, I really hope that a giant worm doesn't shoot up out of the ground and eat me right now. And that just very reminiscent of that. So thank you. Really needed that little pick-me-up while I'm on coffee number 1 and barely halfway through. But the alien stream, yeah, not so much. I am not afraid of aliens because I will not be walking in to any of the rooms in the Alien game without a giant gun in my hand. Okay, had I had the gun out, I probably would have just shot at the damn thing and not jumped like a little idiot. But yeah, was not at all prepared for that. So these are the canyons. Is this the big hoopla that I keep hearing about? These aren't like Grand Canyon-esque or anything like that. I was expecting something maybe a little bit bigger. Hey, Simple. Can't say how much on stream, but watched the Thursday whole stream. Congrats on your new powerful rig. Glad. No, there's no screwdrivers here, buddy. Downstairs. Down. Oh, that's a little tiny screwdriver. Congrats on the new rig. Yes, I do have the full setup. Was just talking about that 20 minutes ago or so. Thank you very much, Simple. Appreciate that. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting something more grand, and maybe possibly they still exist somewhere on Daymar. I don't know if I would really call this canyon runs. It's more like a little mini canyon sprint here. All things considered, you can get through these in a couple of seconds, and the walls aren't particularly high. Let's see, is there anything else? No. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, Pyro's last on the list for today. But I really wanted to check out these canyons. Everyone keeps saying there's really cool canyons on Daymar, and I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. I'm willing to spend a little bit more time looking to see if there is something more than this, because color me unimpressed by these quote unquote canyons. Maybe with the whole Genesis system, when they put that in for the terrain generation, new planets and Nyx, we'll see better canyons than this. But this isn't canyons. I have this in my backyard. I mean, quite literally, right across the street from me. It looks like this behind my neighbor's backyard. So, yeah, nothing impressive there. There are also canyons in pyroplanets. There are settlements above and below the canyons. Okay, well, I mean, yeah. Like I said, we are going to be going to Pyro, should we make it there. I have a few places I want to check out on stream. I don't know how hard they're going to be to find, but apparently there's some stuff that you quite literally have to triangulate. One of them is close to here as well. So we'll be checking that out shortly, but let me take one more peek from orbit and see if we can't find actual canyons. Brio's Breaker Yard, 250 kilometers. Which direction do I want to go to look for said canyons? Oh, there's the orbital platform here. Oh, right. I did say I wanted to check out the orbital platform last stream, even though I've seen them already. 300, 200. I'm just looking for something that's a little bit further away. Okay, here. This one here, 300 kilometers away. Yeah, that's on the other side. Oh, here. Perfect. Coudray Ore. Start with Crusader. You know what, Azrin? I did visit Crusader at the beginning of the Thursday stream. So I would show Crusader off again, but if you want to see my walk around of Crusader, I would just say go back to Thursday and check out the Thursday stream, because that's exactly where I did it. So I figured we'll try something a little different today than starting off on Crusader. I'm picking some different places that I have not seen. No, those don't look like canyons. What about over there? You know, I was really expecting that the Oh, maybe. Maybe. Although it looks like they're pretty much the same. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that this is going to be any different than what we just saw. Let's go down and check. We'll go down and check. Yeah, I have a list here. Let me fly down here without killing myself, just to make sure that I actually pay attention, because I have accidentally become a large impactor on a few occasions, and I don't want to repeat that on stream. It's just embarrassing, you know? So these do look like canyons again, but they look like the same kind of canyons. I'll tell you where we're going to go here in a second. Yeah. These are pretty much the same kind of canyons. Okay. I'm gonna assume then that this is it for the canyons on Daymar. I'm not particularly impressed by this. This to me is like, okay, yeah, cool canyons. Elite Dangerous is canyons, at least at one point, before they made some changes to the way that some of the planets were generated. Elite had some very impressive canyons. Anyone who's watched my Elite streams and knows me as Commander 40% may not have seen what happened, although I did capture it on a clip somewhere on my old PC that I'll dig up one day. But it is possible that part of that lack of hull went towards me doing a canyon run. What is a Revenant pod? That seems like something I probably want to pick up. Okay, hang on a sec. I know that there's a bunch... Oh, there's more over there, too. Okay, we're going to just grab these, because I may as well check out some of these things while we're here. You don't know of any big canyons on Daymar? There must be places where they do the Daymar Rally. I only know places like Crash Javelin and things. Well, you know what? Here, I'm going to go check out these Revenant pods, and if anyone would be so kind as to just do a quick search and see, are there, like, Grand Canyon-esque canyons on Daymar? That will let me know whether or not I should... Okay, hold on a second here. Just in case. These things look a little vicious. Yeah? Don't you dare! You stay in the ground! Okay, they're not doing anything. Okay, but they also don't seem to be collectible either. Can I tractor beam them? Nope. Interesting. Or... Oh! Oh! Okay, never mind. I guess these are the Revenant pods. Is that right? Revenant pod. Okay, contrary to its ominous name, the Revenant is actually a variety of the Altrucia fruit. Yeah, I would have thought that those things... So what the hell is those things? I was thinking maybe it would be those, but apparently not. Those are some other strange, bizarre things. Plants? I don't know if they're plants. Terrain running between Schumann Mining Facility and SCD-1 and ETEM Outpost. Okay, cool. We will go there. Space Clips, thank you. I will grab a few more of these Revenant pods, because I'm sure that they're probably for some kind of turn-in somewhere to make money. Never seen them before. Only 2 on that one. There's another one over here. You know, when I first started playing Star Citizen, well, not first started, when I decided I would give the game another chance, I was doing these collection missions because it was about the closest thing that I could find to exobiology and exploring. And I made a fair bit of money doing these. I'm going to take a look and see if there is a collection mission for them. How many of these do I have now? I got 13. So let's take a look. Because you have contracts for these. Collection. Need research. Jacklium. Sunset berries. Berry blend smoothie. Oh, there we go. Oh, of course. I need 15 of them. That's worth 103K. I just need 2 more of these damn things. Did I miss a bush somewhere? I got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Clean that one off. Right here? Right here. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Easy 100K. Glad I stopped. I have no idea what these are. I don't know. I'm not even going to step on them. You're on and off, so missing some things. Did you have star strings? So that was on my list of things to do. Simple. And as you know, on Thursday, my stream ends quite late. So as soon as I finish the stream, I go down to see my wife. Friday was a huge work day for me yesterday. And in the evening, we actually have company over right now. My wife's great aunt and great uncle have driven in to Montreal from Pennsylvania. So they arrived yesterday evening. And I only got to kind of like prep for my stream for about 15 or 20 minutes last night, very late at night. It was 11 o'clock at night or so, and I was exhausted. So no, I did not have a chance to go searching for star strings, but I assure you it is right here, written down right beside my computer. And we're getting there. We are getting there. I haven't forgot about it. It is quite literally top of mind for me. Okay, so we want to go to Schumann Mining Facility, SCD-1, according to Space Clips. So let's check that out. Schumann SCD-1. All right. Good. We are not too far. Isn't it funny how if I don't have it set as a route, my ship will jump there. But if I do have it set as a route, I cannot jump there. Oh, of course, now it's going to say obstructed. Right. Maybe it's just because I wasn't that low to the ground before. Spooky, good to see you, brother. Azrin, can you share links? Yeah, sorry, I wasn't looking at the other chat. Yeah, you can share links. You could share them in the broadcast Discord, in the, what is it called? Pretty Pictures? Starmaster, you think CIG should do the live stream again? And own it? Oh, I'm pretty sure they owned it. They're having plenty of conversations about how well they owned it right now internally. And Tragic Blue, good morning, good afternoon to you, Commander. Or Citizen. I don't know how you guys refer to yourselves in Star Citizen. Commanders, Citizens. I still think Commanders is the way to go. I don't want to change that. Okay, so Shubin. Let's get back to the map and try Shubin again. SCD-1. Now we should be able to do this run. All right, here we go. Going there now. In the brand new rented Cuddy Black, which we're going to try not to have too much damage on. Now I am expecting canyons here. I want to see real canyons. Yeah, not so much. Okay, hold on. Space Clips, you said terrain running between the Shubin one and E-turn outpost. E-turn. Okay, so let's check where E-turn outpost is. Oops. Etem. Apparently Etem does not show up. Eager Flats and AIDS Shelter. Unless we're spelling this wrong. Eager Flats elsewhere. Yeah, Space Clips, there's no Etem outpost that I'm seeing here. Well, I mean, there are definitely more of these canyons. But again, it looks to be pretty much the same. Just more of them. Yeah. I don't think that these canyons are going to get any deeper here, guys. I'm going to... Let me just fly over them for about a minute here, and if I don't see something that screams deep canyon versus what we've seen already, I'm just gonna say that's it for the canyons, folks. I mean, look, this stream is about seeing stuff. It's not necessarily about the stuff being as cool as it's been hyped up to be, so I can't promise that the hype lives up to it. Yep. That seems to be about it. So, nothing really spectacular about the canyons, necessarily. I mean, let's just look at these ones right here. They do seem maybe a little steeper. Yeah, Sears Canyon. I want to say that that is... Name is Canyon. Yeah, no, that definitely sounds like a canyon. We're going to be getting there. We are getting there. I tell you, brother, we are getting there. Yeah, no, these are the same things. And you know what, here, I think we have to do this just cause, you know, when you're in the ship, sometimes, there's another Valkar juvenile. Oh, I wonder what that is. Maybe I should go land there. You know, just sometimes we can't truly appreciate scale from inside the ship, so let's do this. Let's land the ship in the canyon, and let me step out for a second. Why is this so hard to fly all of a sudden? I'm going to land the ship. I will step outside, inside the canyon, just to really get the sense of scale that these canyons are compared to me as a human. And we'll see. We'll see if it actually just looks small when you're in the ship. I don't think so. I don't think that these are particularly large canyons. Yeah, no, not so much. I mean, I don't know how tall I would give this. Not much taller than a small apartment building. Maybe, let's see, compared to the ship, a 7-story apartment. 8 max, maybe. I don't know. Nothing impressive. I mean, and they're not tight either. Like, yeah, I'd probably just crash into the wall regardless, but as far as, like, scary canyon runs, I'm telling you, I've run through, like, razor-thin canyons in Elite Dangerous. This does not impress me. It's very nicely generated, though. It looks cool. I like the fact that I didn't have to, like, scan to find, like, some flora. It's just scattered around. There's, like, tundra-like stuff. The wind is blowing. Ooh, there's even a dust devil right over there. Now, check that out. At least it looks like a dust devil, and it's gone. So, oh, we're getting a little bit of a dust storm kicking up here. That's kind of cool. You know, the weather effects and everything in this game are absolutely gorgeous. You know, just appreciating, just for a second, the environment itself. If I am going to make a comparison to Elite Dangerous, yes, the canyons have less points for, you know, danger and ominous death looming straight ahead. But in terms of the environment, you really don't have much more than a atmosphere in text in Elite Dangerous. You'll see the odd little bit of dust get kicked up, but that's about it. In Star Citizen, you can have full-on storms, and I've actually stood in one before. It was a snowstorm, actually, and my guy was, like, quite literally, like, trudging forward slowly. I could barely even walk, and you couldn't see more than a few feet ahead of me, and those are apparently, like, dynamic, and they'll roll in and out as you would expect a storm to. So, Canyon, not so much. Dynamic weather and visuals overall, yeah, very, very nice. That dust devil could blow out the ship. I don't even want to stick around and find out. We are going to get out of here. Okay, so... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So this is a glitch. We might die right now. I'm not going to lie. This is probably going to kill us. Do you see how the ship is falling down by itself? This has happened to me before. It seems to happen, and I can at least slow the descent, but I can't stop the descent, no matter what I do. I take that back. Apparently you can't stop descent. But this has happened to me before when I was first learning the bugs in Star Citizen. Sometimes, and it looks like it's fixed itself now. That's very fortunate. Nope, I was still coming down real hard. Sometimes when you land, the ship, for some reason, does not fully register the landing. You're landed, you're on the ground, but the ship hasn't said, yeah, we're landed. And then when you get back in the ship and you take off, it still thinks you're landed, and it wants to pull you back down to the ground. So if you try to fly away, you can't. The engines don't work. It just lets you ascend vertically, and then it starts dropping you straight back down from the force of gravity. And I've fell back down and crashed into the ground and blown my ship up like that, going, why can't I fly away? The trick, of course, is just manage to get back down on the ground, and then you should be fine after that. which we are. I've made it a habit, and I think this is a really good tip for anyone who's starting into this game. If you land anywhere, before you do what I just did and trust that the game is just working the way that it's supposed to, take off a couple of feet off the ground, like I just did right here, and stop. And if the ship hovers in place, you're good to go. You can fly off. Everything's fine. The physics are working as intended, and the game hasn't glitched out. Azrin's saying that's fixed in 4.1. Well, that's good. I'm glad that they fixed that, but that patch is not out yet, and I've lost a couple of ships to it, which is, not the end of the world, but no fun whatsoever. Okay, the next place I want to go see is also on Daymar, and I'm kind of excited about this one, and I think this is what you just mentioned. Who said the Crash Javelin? Yes, the Crash Javelin. Okay, so I need to go to Newen Waste Management. That's where we're going. Newen Waste Management. This is one of the ones that you kind of have to triangulate to get there. So we're going there. All right. This is supposed to be one of those kind of like interesting POIs that's not marked on the map, so we have to find it. So we're gonna get up into space. We want to go to Newen Waste Management, right over there. Yeah, Pete, that's how I've saved myself when I realize that the ship is just bouncing off the ground like that. I just don't know why it does it. Oh, really? We're going to be in another one of these it's the dark side of the moon situations here. I don't know if this ship has actual light enhancement on it. Oh, it does. Okay, that's good. At least we'll be able to see what's going on. What is that? What am I looking at here, guys? Why is it like localized just in this? Hold on a second. Okay, there's something about this patch of the moon that's giving off steam or smoke. Or what exactly am I looking at here? Dust storms? Is that what that is? Huh. That's kind of interesting. Does this have to do with kind of like the dynamic weather system? Is that what's happening here? I don't know why it's localized just to this one patch here. Maybe it's just like a particularly windy area where the dust is starting to kick off. I wish I could see it with like proper lighting. Right now we're using the enhanced lighting. So I guess it's just, this is a particularly windy area. I don't know what this develops into. If it turns into like a full-blown dust storm, that would be really cool. Old weather tech, it'll be updated. Okay. Well, either way, that's interesting. Okay, I need to get to the Newen Waste Management. So, let's see, where did that go? We were right beside it. There it is. Alright, we got to fly over there. And then we have to head out to 234 degrees. And we are going to look for the UEES Flisa, I think it is. Have I been to any caves? Yeah, I have been to some caves, actually. As I was saying earlier, I started off my career, I guess you could say, in Star Citizen. The first way I was able to make money was from doing collection. And one of the things I was collecting was some kind of animal dung. I don't remember what it was. And I had to go down into the caves to go get that. So, yeah. I was poop diving. Let's turn off the light amplification and see what the hell's going on here. So what is this place? This is just a tiny little facility here, out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it looks like just a tiny little facility. Yeah, the wind is really blowing here. That's now I'm kind of seeing it a bit more. That it's quite dusty and a lot of wind getting picked up. Okay, so we want to go from here. We want to head to 200 and, well, let's see, that's 220 and that's 240. So that would be 230 and 234. That way. And I'm going to turn the light amplification back on so I don't crash into a mountain. Look at that mountain right ahead of us. And we want to go about... Yeah, Rantadung. That's exactly what it was. I've tried to put it out of my mind, Azrin. Thanks for the PTSD on my dung collecting days. So we're flying about 156 kilometers away from Nguyen at this distance here. So we're looking for something. We're looking for a crash ship. I mean, it's going to take a little while, I suppose. I'm going to assume we'll be able to see it on the ground. So let's keep our eyes open here, folks. We are on Daymar. Unfortunately, it is the dark side of the moon for today. I don't know what exactly this looks like, but it's a crashed ship of some kind. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Damn it. Press the wrong button. Where are we at here? 234. Okay, let's get back down to the ground a little bit. Some beautiful places you need to see on Microtech. I have Microtech on my Microtech is on the list for today, actually. So we are going to go check out something on Microtech. I'll get to that. I think Microtech might be next on my list. Okay, let's get down a little bit further here. We'll fly about 1 kilometer over the surface. Hopefully that gives us visibility. And let me just stop real quick. We'll see how far away from Nguyen Waste Management we are. You just learned something? Night vision is a thing. Spooky, you know what? It is, but it isn't in all ships. Not all ships have light amplification. I don't know why they don't. I'm guessing it's, you know, it's a ship feature. So not all ships would have night vision, I suppose. But yeah. You're not going to get it on every single ship. And I just want to turn around and see how far away from Nguyen Waste Management we are. Okay, so we have another 60 kilometers or so to go. Let's see. Can I target that? No, you can't target these, eh? Can I? No. Okay. Unless there is another way to do that I am not aware of. So we'll go back here. We've got about 50 more kilometers to fly. At 234 degrees. Okay. Keeping eyes open. Santa's Grotto. That's right below the landing area on Microtech, isn't it? Or is that a different thing? I remember seeing that pop up in a video that I watched somewhere. I need sharp eyes to see it. Keeping my eyes open here, folks. We're looking for the UEES Flysa. I mean, I know the rough location of this thing, but I don't know what it looks like. But we ought to be close. I'm gonna guess that it's probably somewhere right around here. Let's stop and check how far we are. We'll see how far we are. Turn on the lights. Well, yeah, I will turn on the lights as soon as I stop, and let's see how far away we are from Newen Waste Management. 158. Okay, so yeah, we are basically right above whatever it is. So it should be right here somewhere. Let's see, can we see anything? Level of ship, set approximately 234, maintain that heading, watch your distance at roughly 156.7 from Newen, slow down and begin visually searching. Okay, that's what we're doing. Let's target Newen, and let's make sure that we actually get to roughly that distance. Okay, so we need to be at around 156.7. It's literally right here somewhere. Okay, we're looking for a crashed ship. I mean, can't be far, right? I feel like it's easier to look like this. 156.7, yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. We're about a kilometer out, but that's not far. I mean, should still be able to see it from here, right? Here, 156.7. Maybe it's up in these rocks here. I mean, look, 234 degrees from 150 kilometers. If I was off by even a half a degree, I could be, you know, a good kilometer or two off in any direction here. So it could be just up here in these rocks? Well, we'll take a look. Let's see where it is. Could it be just over here? The fact that it's nighttime right now on this side of the moon doesn't really help a whole lot. We're at the right distance. But I don't see anything that looks like a crashed ship here. It's a Javelin-class destroyer. I imagine it's not small. What is the opposite of 234 degrees? Like the exact opposite of... Hey, there's a ship there, 9 kilometers away. They're not moving, though. Let's see. Where's Newen? Okay, so there's Newen Waste Management. Yeah, I know. It has to be here somewhere, obviously. It says it at that distance I should be within a few hundred meters. If you don't see it... Okay, here, I can pinpoint this a little bit more. So, Wolf Point Aid Shelter, I should be 199.1 kilometers away. So, let's try to triangulate a little bit here. Wolf Point Aid Shelter. Ooh. That seems real wrong. 199 kilometers. Hold on a second. Where is it? Oh, okay. No, it's just the map that was wrong. So 199 kilometers from there. Well, we can back up a little bit, I suppose. We'll try to triangulate like this. 199 kilometers from Wolf Point Aid Shelter. Right, that's within a half a kilometer. 3, 2, 1, okay. We'll stop there. 199 from there. ArcCorp Mining Area 141. That's our next ArcCorp Mining Area 141. We need to be 219.7 kilometers. Okay. So, and then... Oh, you know what? I bet you anything it's right where that dude is. It's gotta be. Hold on a second. I bet that... Is that it? Is that the wreck right there? I think it is. That's why there's another ship there. I mean, why the hell else would there be another ship just randomly out in the middle of nowhere? That's it. Okay. Well, here we go. Shields up, Captain. That, okay, yep, that is wreckage. Oh, so this isn't another ship that's parked there. I'm actually picking up on the signature of the crashed ship. That's interesting. Oh, it actually is a quite large ship. And it's been here for some time, too. Can we go inside this? Here, let me, first of all, let's do this. Hello, Aquatic. Good to see you. Okay, so this is the crashed ship, the UEES Flysa, that we've just discovered here on Daymar. I'm going to go ahead and land here and see if there's anything worth exploring on foot. This is one of those locations where you can't actually fly directly to it. We had to kind of triangulate our way to get here. I know I have a VTOL mode in the Cuddy. I've never used VTOL mode before. I'm perfectly fine landing my ship on my own. Let's see, are the lights on? Yeah, I guess that's our lights on. Let's go check this out. Let's see what this ship is all about. Anyone want to look up some lore on this? Do we know anything about why it crashed? Oh, VTOL isn't landing assist? Use VTOL in the Cuddy. The animation of the engines rotating is cool. Okay, well, I'd have to figure out what my keybind is to actually turn it on. Oh, thank you, Danny. It crashed in 2862, which is over 100 years ago. It's been picked clean by now. Okay, so we're not here to salvage anything. We are just here to see the remnants of a ship that crashed some time ago. Can you go inside it, though? That, I mean, other than just walking through what looks like to be some kind of giant ship nacelle here on the side. It crashed because of skill issue. Let me guess, they were trying to do canyon runs, right? That's got to be it. Oh, okay. This ship is actually huge. It's definitely bigger than I expected. Now, there's lights over here, though. I would not expect there to be lights from a ship that's been here for 100 years. That's because there's a ship parked inside. Hello. Let's turn off our lights. Okay, so somebody parked their ship in here. Uh-oh. Okay, and they left the doors open. How nice. Can't get up inside? Oh, God. No comment. No comment. I think this ship is bricked. I think the commander landed it here and then realized they can't get back onto their ship because of the stupid angle that they parked at. I can't walk up the ramp. So they got stuck here and they're like, oh, screw this game. I quit. Oh, okay. No. Ooh. Okay. Don't know why I did that. But, yeah. It's a little loud. A little jumpy. I wonder if they're sleeping in the back. Is the ship still functional? It is! That's hilarious. Well, I mean, you just left your ship here, so... Let me just move that for you, sir. It's a terrible place to park your ship. Much better. Much better. It's funny, I can't turn the lights off. Oh, there we go. I don't know why the landings are so weird right now. Just land. There you go. I wonder if they're like sleeping in the back. I'll just turn around and they're like on the bed. Anybody home? Well, they're not here. This is the glass death chamber here, by the way. I locked myself in here once. Not going to tell you why, but I did. They have no cargo on the ship, apparently. Well, there's a nice Intrepid class ship right here for the taking, if anyone would like. You're not even joking? Okay, well. So here's what we're going to do, just like we did with the other ship that we found, which was another Cuddy Black. We're going to explain to this commander why you should simply not leave your ship just sitting in the middle of nowhere with the doors open. Which I probably also did with my own personal ship, didn't I? Yeah, I did. This ship is supposed to have one giant gun on it. It looks like the gun is not there. Oh no, there it is. Wrong button. There we go. Hey-ya! Interesting. It doesn't say registered to someone. I wonder why. Hey, yeet! There we go. Yeah, that's the ship that I traded. The Scorb gifted it to me, which was very, very nice of him. I traded it for an arrow, the Anvil Arrow, which I actually like much more for combat. Because having one giant gun is loads of fun and all, but I actually prefer to have multiple small guns. It feels better to me. Alright. And now we have a free size 4 gun. We'll go ahead and throw that into the cuddy. Don't know if we can sell this or not. It doesn't say registered, so I kind of feel like we could sell it. I should have just parked it right next to my ship and taken all the modules off of it, but you know what? I'm feeling nice today. Whoever that commander is, I'm sure they want the rest of their ship back, but at least now they are toothless and cannot come and attack me. Let's see. Did that park itself up there? Yes, it did. And let's go ahead and do the thing that I said people shouldn't do, which is leave their ship open. All right. Yeah, getting back to the crashed UEES. So here's our first sight of the day, I guess. Let's see what else there is to it. Long story short, it was deployed to evict local miners, but the ore that they were mining was highly unstable, quantanium likely, yeah, which caused a chain reaction and peppered the Flysa with ore and debris. Interesting. Is this actual in-game lore, or is this like a wiki that someone has put together? That does look like shiny ore down there. Wow, this thing is in pieces. It is massive, though. Holy crap. Ooh, can we get in there? Please tell me we can get inside. I would love to just explore the skeleton of this ship. Please, please, pretty please. It's like so weird. Oh, no. We can't. We can just walk inside. Just this one little nook over here. Okay, well, I mean, kind of, sort of. I don't see any entrance points in here. Is there no way to detect if anyone else is in the area? Not that I'm aware of. But then again, I'm like a Star Citizen noob, so I have no idea. The fact that the ship is functional, the one that I just picked up, the fact that it's functional and it's not bricked would seem to tell me that the commander is somewhere around. Hey, Quiz Show, good to see you. 07 to you too, Commander. I mean, I would assume that because the ship is still functional, because I could still fly it, that it's not bricked, meaning they didn't claim it. So they may have just logged off. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, is where the cockpit is. I feel like the cockpit would be up there. I think the cockpit would be up this way, because the engine nacelles were back there. Let's see. Be cool if there's like some little underground entrance to this place. Maybe taken over by some NPCs would be cool. Let's see. Oop, I fell. Oh, wait a second. Oh, promising. Why is my guy running that way? Come on. Get up there, buddy. Not gonna lie. Sometimes the jumping, climbing bothers me a little bit. No, come on. Tell me I can't get up there. It will not let me approach this thing. There's like an invisible wall around that hole. I'm pushing forward and it's sending me in a diagonal direction. So alien technology, invisible force field, call it what you will. There's also some weird graphical warping here. Cloaking device. I'm going to call it cloaking technology. There's they're hiding something. I think that there's someone living in there, and they don't want us to go there. They made this place look run down, but in actuality, I can't walk. I can't walk here. Like, I'm trying to, but my guy will not walk forward. There's an invisible shield of some kind. See? Look at that. Bonk. Okay, so we cannot go there. And I am unsure now as to whether or not the cockpit is on this side or if it's on the other side, because that kind of looks like engine ports, but I don't know. We'll take a look here, see if maybe there's another way in. The words are this direction, so I don't know what that tells us, but oh, at least the sun's coming up. That's cool. We're gonna get a sunrise, folks. There's another one of those ports right there. Let's see if we can get into this one. No, that one's way too small. Yeah, I don't think we can get inside the ship. I mean, like actual inside the ship. It looks like, I mean, unless there's unless there's something I missed. I don't see any entranceways to the interior of the ship. That would be super cool, though. Like, this would make like a really interesting like POI or dungeon or something. Maybe that's something they have intentions to do. I don't know, but I'm happy to say that we were able to find it at least. So the UEES Flysa crashed destroyer, crashed about 100 years ago. No marker on Daymar to find this. You have to triangulate your way here. We did that by going to New and Waste Management, pointing ourselves in 234 degrees and flying out about 156 kilometers. It's just a set piece, it seems. Yeah, seems like it. Wondering if anyone can help me out. I've been trying to reinstall Star Citizen for the last few days. Every time I get to the very end of the huge install, it gives me an install error. It's pretty much a different error code every time. Deleted Star Citizen files from your PC. I've uninstalled all anti-cheats. I've ran as admin. I've cleared all SC cache and still get random error codes. Oh gosh, Astro Dibby, that sounds super frustrating, brother. I feel your pain, man. I've had similar experience in other games before trying to get them installed, and it is extremely frustrating. I'd say it's even worse with Star Citizen just because of the sheer number of files that this game has to install, and the way that the download works is a little painful, I'm not going to lie. My experience with downloading it is it takes a lot longer for some reason than other games of the same size, but I do not have an answer to you on that one. Anyone in chat that can help out Astro Dibby here, maybe with some advice? If you run into that problem as well, please let him know. That's why we have a good community. You heard using a VPN helps with install errors. No idea why. Well, there you go, Astro Dibby. Have you tried using a VPN yet? That could be a solution for you. I mean, because it sounds like you've done everything else that, you know, ought to be done in that type of a situation. So maybe you need to try using a VPN. Yeah, that nice big gun right there. Wonder where that came from. Let's go. You know, I'm going to fly back over to that Intrepid. I don't remember if there's modules that you could steal off the Intrepid. I mean, steal. Borrow. I didn't mean steal. We're not stealing anything. Besides, it didn't say it was registered to anyone, so can't steal something if it's not registered, right? Look at that. That was kind of cool. We came over on the dark side of the moon, and now we've got a nice sunrise over here at the UESS Flysa. Let's fly back over to this ship. And what was that? That was a weird sound. I don't know what that sound was. Oh, what was the buttons that you said I should press for VTOL? Hold on. The criminal mind reveals itself. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. K is the default. Okay, let's see. Oh! Hey, cool. Okay, yeah. Well, we are going to put ourselves like this. Okay, so it's just a shift in the rotation of the engines, that's all. Engine position. Didn't actually do anything else. Yeah, let's go see if whoever left this ship behind for other folks ever so kindly, if there's any modules on this thing besides the guns. I don't see anything, Captain. I see nobody on the horizon. Yeah, these are the cargo bays. Where are the ship modules? Are they inside the ship? Radar? Yeah. Oh, that one is registered. Okay, so if I wanted to be real shady, I could take the radar out of there. But, is that it? That's like the only module? Let's see, what's this one do? Open? It doesn't want to open. That's weird. It can open everything else. Or not. Uh-oh. Oh no! Captain, we have a problem here. The ship has locked me out. Either that or I am lagging. I wonder if the other commander logged back in. Well, they're going to have a big surprise if they come to the back of the ship. Darn. Well, this is a problem, right? Crime doesn't pay. You be quiet now. Well, I can't get to the pilot seat because the oh, maybe it was just server lag. Might have just been lag, why the door didn't open. Anywho, I got their gun. That's all that I cared about. The gun wasn't registered. If you kill him, they will go after you. You'll get a bounty. That's a chance I'm willing to take. Not gonna lie. Alright, we're gonna head off to our next destination now. So we've found that. Now I want to go to Yella. Yella to Grim Hex. We're looking for Benny Henge. Anyone been to Benny Henge before? Apparently this is another one of those places that you have to triangulate. Goodbye. Oh, it does look pretty impressive from space. That is a huge wreck. Massive wreck down there. Look at that. What is the galaxy becoming? Kids these days, eh? So we don't have a problem getting out anymore. Thankfully, that's not an issue. Alright, so we need to go to Yella for our next location. Which should be easy to get to. It is just over there. Yella, right over here. Oh no, that's not Yella. It's another orbital marker. There's Yellow. Okay. Off to Yellow we go. And then from Yella, we need to go to... This is a treasure hunt, by the way. It's another unmarked location, and it's in Yella's asteroid belt, apparently. It's some kind of Stonehenge-like arrangement of sorts. So here we need to go to Grim Hex. Grim Hex? Okay. That's in the asteroid belt. That's a station. And then we're going to have to do some triangulating again. Because there's no orbital marker for this one. So, this is where, okay, so it says to find this place, go to Yella, go to Grim Hex, then use Koso Basin to correct your vertical position relative to the ring plane. Okay. I guess we'll just fly to Grim Hex first. And, do I need light amplification? Yikes, no. Light amplification is staying off for this. So, we're going to Grim Hex, which is right here. And then we need to use Koso Basin to correct our vertical positioning. Koso Basin. How do you spell that? Koso. K-S-S-O. Koso Basin Aid Shelter. Alright, where is Koso Basin? Yella. Where's the marker? Did it, oh, it didn't mark. Okay. Koso Basin Aid Shelter. Oh, it doesn't want to, yeah, nice. Nice, it doesn't want to give me a marker point. Well, that's going to make this interesting. Okay. Yella 641 kilometers and Koso Basin is supposed to be 709 kilometers, but if I don't have Koso Basin as a marker here, that's going to be tricky. So what do we do? I wonder if this is just because of the server lag again. Well, oh god, okay, yeah, this is going to be a pain in the arse. Can we choose a different destination? Okay, that worked. Let's see, so is this Koso? No, that's Afterlife. Koso Basin is kind of... I mean, it's kind of in a similar direction, just a little bit, it's going to be to the left of it. So that's not terrible. Let's try this. Where is the marker for that? Okay, that's the marker for that one. Let's see if we can't point ourselves in the right direction here. So we're looking kind of like that. Koso Basin is... Oh, damn it. Hang on a sec. Let's see, is it going to let us change routes? Yay, there we go. Okay, perfect. Got it. Koso Basin. So, Koso Basin 709. Let's go Yadaway. You're there? You have the mark? Oh, you're at Koso. Yeah, okay. No, we're good. We're good. We got it. You're not sure if this is normal for SC, but when I get the very first Start fresh install does 75 gigabyte, then starts 120 gigabyte download. Yeah, that I'm not sure of, AstroDibi. My install, while it was somewhat lengthy, did not have multiple kind of steps to it. So I'm not sure what's happening on yours. It sounds a little wonky. And it sounds like you've tried this a couple of times too, so I could see why that would be very frustrating. Coso Basin, we need to be 709 kilometers. I'm going to speed up a little bit here and just avoid giant asteroids. I hope I'm doing this right. I hope. I mean, it seems like I'm flying right out of the asteroid belt at this point. I don't even see any more asteroids. How's that right? Oh, no, no, no. There are still plenty. Okay. They're just below us. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to fly to Coso Basin to get that distance, 709.3, and then I will reposition myself from Grim Hex and Yella once we get to that 709. At least this is nice and clear. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I guess we'll find out. Make sure there's nothing ahead of me here. I don't see anything ahead of me. There's definitely no more asteroids there. Okay, 720. We're going to 709.3. Seven, 10, 10.5, 709 point something. Okay, perfect. Now what we need to do is we need to check our destination as Grim Hex, which is going to be back here somewhere. Oh, this is tricky triangulating here. I think it's in there. I see the blinking lights. So Grim Hex. Let's try to see where we are. Well, it says 128. Pretty sure that's Grim Hex right in front of us. No, it is not. That's something else. So Grim Hex is now... We should be 254. Oh, wow. We are nowhere near 254. And Yella is supposed to be 641. Oops. Okay, let's cancel this. Yella is supposed to be 641. Use Coso Basin to correct your vertical position relative to the ring plane. We're looking for a large asteroid with 2 transmitter structures. The henge itself sits below them in a small landing pad area. Is it that? Maybe it's that. I mean, that's a pretty large asteroid right there, and it does have blinking lights. How far to Coso? It's 709.3. Well, there's something here. I mean, look at this. There's structures between these asteroids here. So it could be that. Large asteroid with 2 transmitter structures. That asteroid right there has transmitter structures on it. I can see it. There's one right there. I don't know what that is. Maybe this is it. It looks like it has more than 2 transmitter structures on it. But this is definitely a large asteroid. And it doesn't have a quantum marker to it, so... Could this be what we're looking for? It's called... So the thing that we're looking for is called Benny Henge. And it says it's a Stonehenge-like structure. This doesn't really look Stonehenge-like. But maybe it's maybe it's somewhere on the asteroid? How far to Koso? 709.3. I mean, I don't know if it's this asteroid. It could be one of those other asteroids over there. But I don't see any other giant asteroids here. 641.2 to Yella. Let's take a look how far we are from Yella right now. 597. So maybe it's on the other side of this asteroid. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can... I don't see any other particularly humongous asteroids around here. These are large. That's large. There's something... Oh no, that was a star. Yeah, let me swing around here and take a look at this asteroid. Maybe there's... I don't know what I'm looking for. I just know it's somewhere around here. We're looking for a large asteroid with transmission towers on it. I mean, like this one. It's definitely a large asteroid. Simultaneously, approximately 709, 254 to Grim Hex. The only thing is, like, this does not feel like we are where we need to be. Because it says 254 from Grim Hex, and Grim Hex is there. I don't know how you're supposed to be nothing like a first coffee in the morning. Yeah, no, there is nothing like a first coffee in the morning. I'm still drinking my first coffee from this morning. It's rather cold and disgusting. So here it says 254 from Grim Hex and 709 from Koso Basin. But we did 709 from Koso Basin, and we are really nowhere near 254 from Grim Hex. So maybe it's that way. That's what I'm thinking now. Because if we keep ourselves, yeah, I'd say it's got to be that way. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna realign ourselves with Koso, just so I can see where it is. I mean, this does look gorgeous, though. And that is a massive asteroid, of course, but I don't think this is what we're looking for. And I don't think it's on those ones either. So we're going to get Koso back. Koso Basin. Which is now up there. Let's see. 716. And we're going to fly away from Grim Hex this way until we get to about 254. And I think that's what we need to do. I think we have to move much farther from Grim Hex. There is a blinking light over there. I don't know if that's just me tripping or what, but there was a red light just blinking right over there where my mouse is. It sure looked like it, at least. Right there. I see it blinking. But I feel like that's going to be much further than 709. You guys, I'm not tripping here, right? Like, that actually is a blinking red light right there in the corner. There's two. There's another blinking red light and another blinking red light. Yeah, nothing shows up. Like, there's no quantum target there either, so... Okay, I'm just gonna keep my eye on that. You know what? We'll kind of fly in that direction. Maybe that's it. That could be it. Who the hell knows? We're looking for Benny Henge. Somewhere out in this asteroid belt is some kind of Stonehenge-like structure that does not have a quantum marker and requires a significant amount of triangulation. You're watching on your phone, so you can't see the... Here, well, look. Let me zoom in. Oh, yeah, you might not be able to see it. But right there, there's a blinking red light there, and there's a blinking red light there. 1, 2. They're 1 pixel for me, because they're so far off in the distance. They're just single pixels, each one of them. So I have no idea if that's it, but I'm going to fly in that direction, because I think this is the general direction we need to be flying anyhow. And I will just check the distances to Grim Hex and Koso as we fly here. I do want to just be careful of how we're navigating this asteroid belt. I'm sure that's not... Are you sure that's not the racetrack out there? I don't know if there's a racetrack out here. I've never been out here before. It could be. It could be. I have no idea. I know we're looking for a large asteroid with 2 transmission towers on it that I'm not really seeing right now, but I mean, that's still a ways away. Let's check our distances and see where we're at right now. Let me stop. Put on the space brakes. Okay. Let's see. Koso. So we are currently 679 from Koso, but that's okay because we are technically moving away from it. If we continue in that direction, we will start moving away from it again. And then Grim Hex, where's Grim Hex? Grim Hex is all but vanished off the screen here. I'm gonna have to target it again. Grim Hex Station. Grim Hex is over there, so we are moving away from it. We're at 134. I think that could be it. I think that we're pointed in the right direction. So let me see. Where did the little blinking lights go? Oh god. That's great. I don't want to lose those. Oh my god, there are so many rocks here now. What the hell? Okay, I'm tripping, but there's what I thought were the blinking lights. They're moving on my screen. They're moving away. Oh no, that's just me moving. Okay, maybe that wasn't them. Was it? Oh crap. I don't know, guys. This is tough. It's like trying to find a Stonehenge in an asteroid field. All quantum points, you mean? You won't be able to see it while you have somewhere else marked fast travel. Yeah, no, that's okay. It doesn't have a quantum marker, so that's fine. I'm using my quantum markers to tell me where I need to go. We're trying to triangulate the position based on... There, I see the blinking lights again. There they are. Blinking light right dead ahead, Captain. Okay, we're going to keep flying in that direction, I think. I feel like we're moving in the right direction, because we're moving away from Grim Hex, and we're moving somewhat parallel to the COSO station on Yella. And if we kind of like look here, we should eventually, in about 100 kilometers or so, start having more distance between us and COSO. So this should be the right direction. Should. More importantly is just not accidentally running into an asteroid. And I'm not tripping. There's a blinking light right up ahead there. So, I mean, that's gotta be for something, right? It's gotta be for something. So that's where we're going. It's gotta be for something. We're gonna just keep an eye on our distances and make sure that we don't get too far out of the triangulation range. And we are gonna find Benny Henge. We're going about a half a kilometer a second here. So, I mean, it's got to be a minute or two of pretty decent flying before we would see anything. There. Okay, let's check our distances. Let's see where we're at. We are 186. Okay, we still have another 60 kilometers to go from there. So I think, yeah, I think we're still good. We're still moving in the right direction. Man, I tell you, I would not have spotted this on my old PC, though. If that's it. It's literally just single pixels of blinking red. Does that look like it's about 60 kilometers away? Rockin' and rollin'. Tantalus, good to see you. I mean... it's gotta be, right? I'd love to go to an external view here. But I'm somewhat terrified of flying through asteroid belts like this. It's not the big asteroids I'm worried about. It's the little resources that just randomly pop up. That'll ruin your day. Because I'm not going to have another chance to get back here on stream, so I gotta be careful. Oh, hold on. See, that's a big asteroid right there. And that looks like a big... there are some big asteroids up there, so it's got to be it. We got to be going in the right direction. I'm going to stop again. I'm going to just check our distance to Grim Hex. And we'll check with COSO too and see how far we are right now. So, Grim Hex, we're at 227. So it's another 25 kilometers or so. And let's see where we're at from Koso. Yella is 577. Yella, we're supposed to be at 641. Okay, let's check Koso. Koso Basin and Shelter. We need to be about 700 kilometers from there. We're at 659. We're in the right general vicinity. It's within about 50 kilometers or so of this spot, so I still feel confident that we're moving in the right direction. Howdy, brother. As the Cruel, why not decouple and just drift on course while you check directions? Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not terrified of hitting an asteroid. I've drifted through asteroid belts when I'm doing space combat all around asteroids. So it's not so much a terrified thing. It's just that because I'm doing it on stream, if I do crash, that would be devastating for the stream. I would not be able to get back here. My stream is running till 11 o'clock a.m. I've been streaming since 8 a.m., so I want to just make sure I give us the best possible chance of finding this Benny Henge and not having to scratch this off the list and say we can't get to it today. Okay, that's a big asteroid, and it looks like that one or that one are also big asteroids. So again, I'm confident we are moving in the right direction. We are at the right distances. I just don't know what we're looking for other than some kind of Stonehenge-y kind of structure. We'll speed up a little bit here. Let's get back up to half a kilometer a second. We're going in the right direction. Has anyone in chat ever seen this Benny Henge? Has anyone ever been there before? Oh, I feel like the blinking lights are... Yeah, okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer to the blinking lights. There's also a blinking light there. Okay, so it's gotta be. It's one of these two asteroids here. It's gotta be. Scorb delivered sofas to it? Oh, I was on the sofa stream, but I was not there when he delivered sofas. I wonder if his sofas are still there. Okay. That asteroid? Possibly? I see... Yeah, okay. There. Look, I see signs of life. It must be one of these. That one has an antenna on it right down there. It has two antennae on it. Maybe it's that one. We'll, okay, we're just going to change course. We're going to head down there. I mean, these directions aren't terrible. They're not exact either, so it's not a perfect science trying to find this stuff. But I think we may have found it. Man, I can't believe how crazy it is. Like, when you're playing on high graphics, I saw this from 200 kilometers away. Like a single damn pixel on the screen, those flashing red lights. It is absolutely wild. Okay, I don't see any, like, Stonehenge-like structures on this side, at least. Maybe it's this asteroid. It could be that one up there. Or this one down here. Well, we'll find out. We made it, I think. I think we made it. I hope we did. It's crazy. Like, who in the hell would have just, like, randomly found this one day? Oh, you know what? I think I'll just fly through an asteroid belt for 20 minutes in a random direction. This one looks like it has more than 2 transmission antennas on it. I see multiple transmission antennas. Right? I want to know who decided to place it here, too. Like, what was... I don't even know what it is, so... Why would they place it, and what exactly is it? Is it like an ancient alien structure of some kind? Is it supposed to be something really cool? Are we even in the right place? I don't know. I'm not seeing Stonehenge anywhere. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be, though. I'm expecting, like... Okay, I don't think it's on this asteroid. I don't see anything here other than just a bunch of transmission antennas. Okay, then there's that one, and there's that one up there. Oh, that... Well, yeah, that looks like a transmission antenna for sure. Maybe it's that one. Okay, hold on. Let me just read what it says again. Okay, get to Yella, Koso Basin, vertical position. We're looking for a large asteroid with 2 transmission structures. The henge itself sits below them on a small landing pad area. Below them? You used to fly over planet surfaces for long distances in Elite, just hoping to find something interesting. Sometimes found crash ships and beacons. Hey, listen, Aquatic, you and me both, man. I can't tell you how many hours of... hours. More like days. How many days of my life I spent flying over planet surfaces hoping to find something interesting. So, who knows, right? I mean, that this is the nature of exploration. There's no guarantees that you're ever going to find anything interesting. There is the hope and the dream. That's what makes us explore in the first place. But I don't really see a landing pad structure here. And I'm not sure if this is a transmission tower, or if this is just something that's supposed to connect these asteroids together. It does look like it could be a transmission tower of sorts. But I don't see a landing pad structure there. I mean, we definitely found a crazy asteroid, though. Like, for this to just be out randomly in the asteroid belt... I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is it. Again, I'm not entirely sure what it is exactly that I'm supposed to be looking for, but I don't see a landing pad here anywhere. And I definitely don't see anything that looks like... hold on, let's see how... Oh, gosh. Okay, so you know what? These are rather large. Maybe I should go check this one a little bit closer. Maybe it's a small structure. I don't know. Well, I don't really see a landing pad here. I don't see anything that looks like a landing pad or that looks like Stonehenge. Let's check our distance here. Yella, maybe it's an asteroid like right close to here. Okay, that's another one of those. Another one, another one. So, okay, let's check. It says distance to Yella is supposed to be about 640, which we are not. We are at 600. Koso Basin, we are supposed to be 709, and we are not. So it would seem that it would be over that away. No, a little bit more like that. Because we're just not the right distance from it. Oh. Hey, thanks for the oh, hey, G Bison, thanks for the follow, brother. Appreciate that. Okay, let's check also the last. No, God, don't do that, please. Stay. Let's check the last triangulation point is Grim Hex. We're supposed to be about 254, so maybe that'll help us find wherever this is. Grim Hex. How far are we from Grim Hex? Yeah, we're off. We're off by a good ways here. So we're about 50 kilometers. Don't ask me how. We're about 50 kilometers away. I feel like that's where we came from before. Man, this is tough. Okay, we're gonna fly in this direction because we gotta triangulate this, guys. We gotta figure out where the hell this place is. Sent you the pic. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a look on Discord. You're at Benny Henge if you can't find it before the time. I may need to do that. Okay, let me check Discord. I'd say that's helpful, but is it? Is it? You know what? It kind of looks like that asteroid right there ahead of me, the shape that you just sent over to me, top laser. And that could be about 50 kilometers away. So let me fly down there. That is about the closest I see just immediately in terms of the actual shape of asteroids that are in my immediate field of vision here. Similar. I'm not sure if it's the right one, but it looks to be roughly the distance and roughly the shape of what you're showing me here. I mean, perhaps from a slightly different angle. I'm trying to compare with a screenshot right now, folks, so I don't know if I'm getting this right or not, but that is a large asteroid. Top Laser sent me a picture. It's similar in kind of shape, and I think that's about the right distance from where we were at. Of course, now the sun is starting to set. Let's just do a quick triangulation here. Let me stop the ship and see. Grim Hex is 318. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't see any transmission antennas on it, though. That's the only thing. But that is definitely a large asteroid. And I'm going to turn on the light amplification now. Ooh, I don't know. I'll stop and check this one. God, it does look like it could be similar. Although I don't see any transmission antennas on this one. I'm on the Asia server, Gresu. So, I don't know if I would see you. No, there's nothing on this asteroid. Oh, you're on my server? Tap to see if there's 2 ships. Well, I mean, I can scan. Let me just do a quick scan around here and see if I find any ships pop up. I don't see any ship signatures right now. I may just have to join up with you and warp to you. I don't know if I'm going to find it. Doesn't seem like I am capable of finding this place. Yeah, I don't see any ship signatures popping up. Thank you. Let's see. How far away are we? 50 kilometers. Man, okay, well, that would have been a trip. I mean, we got relatively close, I guess. I'm not going to say it was a complete failure on my part, but that's tricky to find, man. Garesu, while you're there, could you do a quick triangulation and see if the coordinates that I have on my instructions actually are where you are? Like, are they even close, the instructions that I got? Did I like the movie Project Hail Mary? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, man. I didn't watch it that long ago, actually. About a month ago, I want to say. See, that's what I was talking about. It's that stuff that just randomly debris floating through space. I wasn't far earlier because you saw as I was flying? Okay. Yeah, I think I just got distracted by the blinking lights. Blinking lights, bad. Felt a bit Disney-esque, but good. Yeah, you know, it did kind of have that very, like, family-friendly kind of feeling to it, which, look, being a dad to a 6-year-old, I do like movies that I can share with my son. There's a lot of movies I would love for him to watch, but you know, the dad brain in me says, no, don't do that. That's no good. There's bad stuff in there. It's too violent or too crude or too whatever. And it's weird because like there's like this conflicting sort of belief of like, well, I grew up in, you know, I was born in the late 70s. I grew up in the 80s. There were very few filters back then, and the movie ratings were different, and what was acceptable for kids is different than what we deem acceptable now. Of course, my mom would never let me watch stuff like that. But, you know, my dad did. So, I don't know. I think, you know, something like Hail Mary is good because I could let my son watch it and I don't have to worry too much about bad thoughts or bad ideas going through his head. Right? Versus like a Spider-Man movie, which I would absolutely love for him to watch. And then I have to ask myself, is it too violent? Is there too much fighting? Because, you know, 6-year-olds, they just copy everything they see. They just copy everything. They're like little mimics. And the second they see all that fighting, he just wants to jump around and fight everything. You notice the adult jokes more in the young kids movies? Yes. Well, I think that they have to put them in there because, you know, adults are watching with their kids, and if the adults don't have any interest in watching at all, then maybe they won't let the kids watch. But if the adults find it funny, maybe they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a good movie, you should watch it. There's some great adult humor. Okay, we found it. Yay! Thank you, Garesu. So where is it here? Let me turn off the light amplification. And... Oh! Oh! Here... Okay, it actually is like a Stonehenge-like structure. What the hell is it made of? Okay, hold on a second here. What the hell? Not what I was expecting. Seems like you were able to land on the asteroid, so I'm gonna attempt the same. It's not a true landing, I suppose. We're just holding the ship in place, but that'll do, pig. That'll do. Shrek's a good example of both audiences. Yeah, no, Shrek is a great example of both audiences. Oh, I need to drink something. Hang on one sec. My guy is getting vastly thirsty. Vastly dehydrated here. Let's have ourselves a little cruise. And remember to put our helmet on before we walk out the door. Okay. Good stuff. Helmet on. Alright, let's go check out this Bennyhenge that we just spent the last half hour trying to find. I don't want to turn my engines off. Oh. Is there a reason I need to turn them off? Is it the ship's gonna float away? Okay, hold on a sec. The ship started moving the second I went onto the ramp, so maybe I should turn them off. I'm gonna set my throttle limiter to 0 and turn the engines off. Okay. Yeah, you know, the whole like Disney-esque part of it, it was family friendly. I guess. Oh. Are these refrigerators? They're vending machines. Oh my god. Crab creds. Big business. Why? Okay, I know why. This was a dev that just was like, yeah, we need something on this asteroid. No sofas. Hey, Karasu. What the heck? What the heck is right? What the hell is this place? I thought it was going to be like an ancient alien structure. It's a bunch of vending machines. This is literally something Scorb would have built himself. If he could. Alright. Well, we made it. No sofas. I think Scorb's sofas would probably be on the EU server. I am playing on the Asia server right now. So that is probably why his sofas are not here. Maybe one day we will make a trip here on the EU server to see if the sofas are still in. Oh my god, what happened here? Oh, you poor bastard. You poor bastard. Search? I could search his body? There's a message? No. Hold on a second. It says search. Oh, status downloading. What the hell? Wait a second. Journal entry added. Where did it add it? Hold on. Which one did it add? Jurisdiction. It's not mining fundamentals. It just added a journal entry. Refueling guide to the Empire. Tutorial. No, Forager's Guide, Vox Populi. I have no idea which one it just added. That man was desperate for a snack and it killed him. No kidding. This is what you get when you have British devs. Yeah, no, there's a journal entry. I want to know what the journal entry is so that we can read it. I mean, this place clearly has something behind it. But I don't see anything new in here. Unless it's the grand unveiling? Oh, it is. It's this one here. It's got to be. The project is nearly finished. It's been a hard installation, but the wonderful fatigue of my body is the most alive I have felt in months. It took me all day, but I think I figured out how to fix the machine I've been having trouble balancing. Yeah, I don't think that worked out for you. Once I get that done, only 2 more to go. Nothing like overcoming challenges to reinvigorate the soul. I can feel in every essence of my being just how important this work will be. The question remains, though, what is the best way to reveal this unprecedented work to humanity? Do I stay silent to allow the naturally curious be the chosen few, spreading the gospel of Benny until the masses descend upon the site eager to know the real truth? Or do I anonymously message an art critic or two to help them along the way? It's almost tempting to stay here and await their arrival just to see what their reaction will be. Oh, good sir, I am so sorry to tell you that you never did fix the balance of your final last machine. And you know what? There's 2 that are missing. So I don't know where they went. But clearly, oh man, look, he even has the dolly in the back. Oh, you poor bastard. How is this even possible? The gravity on this asteroid would be microgravity. We're talking fractions of a percent of the gravity on Earth. The mass of this machine must be incredible. These things must be loaded with what are they loaded with dense neutron material to have fallen off a dolly on an asteroid and crushed this poor bastard where he stood? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whatever's in Big Benny's is very, very big. Super noodles. Grav machine where you are. Wait a second. There's a grav machine here? I mean, that would explain why I'm not floating off the asteroid. Where'd you go? Oh, well, that's his mistake. He put a gravity machine on the asteroid. That's why he's able to stack these and has a problem with balance. You fool. What were you thinking? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Poor guy. Well, now we have a little bit of lore behind Benny Henge. It's 1G on the grav plating. Yep. Let's see. It's hard to read. The king something. Looks like Japanese something. I can't really make out what the names of these are, but he died for his art installation. And it looks like he was graffitiing them too. Big business. Grab creds. Grab eat. Big business grab creds. That's what he was doing, hey? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, he should have left the gravity off and used duct tape is right. Oh, poor bastard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Benny Henge. Interesting. We found something new that I have never seen before. I'd say better than the canyons on Daymar. And I think this is even more fun, I think, than the UES Flysa, because it actually has a journal entry. There's some lore behind it. I mean, I don't know where we got the lore on the other one. There is lore to it too, but there's an actual journal entry on this one, which makes it a little bit more fun. Thank you, Garesu, for helping me find this place. That was very kind of you to take your time and fly out here. I don't know how you found it so easily. Clearly, I'm terrible at navigating. Whose ship is that over there, by the way? Someone else's ship is floating up there. Okay. Well, the next place I wanted to go on stream was Microtech Canyon River. So we'll see. Maybe we have time to get there. Hopefully it's not a hard place to find. I think it'll be it says canyon. It says canyon. So maybe we'll see actual canyons for today. It does say I have to fly a good ways, however. So let's take off here. One last view. Oh gosh, I should have actually captured this on recording, because hell, I'm probably never going to come back here again. I didn't get footage of it outside of the stream though, so I guess I'll have to rely on stream footage if I want to put some clips of this together. All good. Let's skedaddles. We're going to Microtech. See if we can find this canyon. See if we can even get there. Spooling up. Thank you, Garesu. Have a safe flight out of the asteroid belt, Commander. Oh, which way are we going here? Okay, off to Microtech we go. Off we go. Alright, while we are flying, I will close that down. And let's see here. So, we're looking for Canyon River. The Star Citizen Wiki page was updated in April 26th, so it does give us a pretty straightforward route. It says we have to quantum travel to the Microtech data center and then head 27 degrees, about 440 kilometers. There's a second positioning reference if we can't find it. And what we're looking for is a river cutting through the terrain. Once we find it, we have to follow the river. That's what we're looking for. So apparently it's some kind of pretty river on Microtech. Microtech has some pretty interesting biomes as well, I will say. You know, there's snowstorms on Microtech. There are all kinds of different like herds of creatures on Microtech. So it should be interesting. Although it is a bit of a ways to fly there. But I think we have enough time. What do you guys think of these sites so far? Obviously, we didn't get to too many of them. But what let's do a comparison. Let's compare Elite Dangerous to Star Citizen for a second. And I don't mean in terms of the scopes and scale of the game, but I mean in terms of finding interesting things like this. Elite Dangerous does have things that you can find. There are crashed alien ships. There was the Thargoid stuff that we found way back in the day. There were these the Thargoid probes that had an incredible, you know, well, I mean, not that I would have ever been able to figure it out. I don't know if anyone in this chat would have been able to figure it out, but like the whole concept of like decoding the signals of the alien probes. Star Citizen, I don't know how much more of these type of things, little Easter eggs or places to see there are, but what do you think of the depth of it so far in terms of finding locations like this, you know, on asteroids, in asteroid belts? What do you think of the vistas that we've seen as we've flown through the asteroid belts? How would you compare that to Elite Dangerous, and what are your thoughts in that regards? They have Voyagers too. I'm not sure what you mean by Voyagers, Spooky. There's a clashed reclaimer with a baddie outpost built into it. Pretty cool forest stuff. Okay, that's cool. Ghost Hollow. Been a long time since you've been to a POI. You do like them? Yeah. I think POIs are really cool, right? To be able to just kind of like come into an area and find something. And it really makes me wonder, because Elite Dangerous is exactly the same thing. If you did not know where to go, if you didn't have some kind of guide or a dev leaking to the community that something is there in that general vicinity, how in the hell would you ever find that? Like, what are the chances? Now, I would say it's probably fair to say that in Elite Dangerous, your chances of finding those things are way, way lower than in Star Citizen, just due to the sheer size of the galaxy. But at the same time, I mean, the planet's surfaces, the moons, the asteroid belts, these are incredibly large structures. Like, you could fly around that asteroid belt, around the entire planet. I don't know how many lifetimes it would take you to do that, but that's huge. There could literally be thousands of POIs like that within the asteroid belt that are unmarked that we would never know about unless you randomly came across them. That was hidden until not long ago, Spooky. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of cool. Did I visit the Voyager probe in Elite? No. Ghost Giraffe had gone out there and I watched his video on it and I was like, well, it's not that hard to find. But I didn't, at least not at the time, I didn't really have the ability to go back and find it because I was already out of the bubble. And on my alt account, I was doing like combat and, community goals. Well, not community goals. We were arranging community events with the broadcast. So I didn't really take my time to go fly off trying to look for it. I keep hearing beeping. I never... Alert, shields down, shields critical. I don't know why my ship is beeping. I think it just might be my quantum fuel. Yeah, okay, it was my quantum fuel is at 50%. Original Betty Head was part of an event, so people were told that it was near Grimm, and they all went searching. Okay, well that's cool. What do you mean they stole it, Spooky? They steal the Voyager probe? I think my YouTube chat is acting strange again, because I see Top Blazer has got an 07 in chat on my screen, and yet I don't see Top Blazer's chat message showing up. YouTube has been acting so weird, I tell ya. So you guys might be sending messages in YouTube chat. I don't think I'm seeing them for some reason. It's lagged. Okay, so we're going to MT Data Center KH3. Go under the main large bridge at New... You didn't type that 07? Trippy. Well, apparently you did. Okay, so where am I going here? Hang on one second. MT Data Center... KH3. Interesting. Don't even see a KH3 in here. Can we just do KH3? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're going there. Yeah, this will be the last stop on the stream for today, because I think flying the 440 kilometers will take a little while. There's an Easter egg place under the large main building at New Babbage. Yeah, if you're talking about the, like, where you land, the spaceport, I think is what you're talking about, underneath that spaceport. I did see that on a video somewhere. I was hoping Elite would put the communications array from the movie Contact at Proxima Centauri. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, Microtech Data Center. So here we are. Oh, my throttle limiter was completely off. So you know what? We're going to fly over it, because if I fly up in atmosphere, we're going to save a lot of time. 440 kilometers is a good distance to fly. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't kill me here. Okay, wow. That was rough. So the data center is right down there. I see that there's actually a ship down there. And we want to go 27 degrees. That is yonder, off into the hills. 440 kilometers yet away. Okay. Let's start flying. We got 440 kilometers to go. That is a long flight, folks. Off we go. And we are looking for midway between OM6 and OM3. Don't stay too high once we're getting close. We're looking for a river cutting through terrain in a canyon. River cutting through a terrain in a canyon. Right. I don't want to get down into atmosphere, though. If I get too low into the atmosphere, it's going to take forever to get there, because the atmosphere cuts your speed down. So I'm going to have to stay up around 10 kilometers or so that we can fly the 440 kilometers. There we go. We'll stay right about here. It's going to take a few minutes, folks. Oh, the big building you can fly through. Okay, no, I wasn't. I'm not familiar with that one. Retro. Which big building that we can fly through? I'm not sure which one you're referring to. I know that there's an Easter egg when you get to the spaceport if you go down underneath the bridge, I think it is. Someone told me before it's like Christmas Cave or Christmas Cove or something like that. But I don't know exactly what it's called. Let's see here. I don't want to get too far away, so I'm going to put myself into decoupled mode. Am I staying in decoupled? Yes. Okay, and we'll do this. Okay, we are nowhere near where we need to be. We have a long way to go. 440 kilometers. Well, at least we can see how long it's going to take us to get there. Why are we back in atmosphere again? We shouldn't be in atmosphere. Why am I slowing down? I should not be slowing down. Keep going. I thought I pressed decouple. We gotta get there before tomorrow. Let's try this again. Okay. Decouple. Yes. Why am I slowing down? I should not be slowing down when I decouple. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if this is still technically atmosphere here. Yeah, there must be. There's got to be atmospheric drag here. Okay, well, we'll fly for a little bit longer. Oh, you're back, Dr. Elizabeth. Good to see you. Drew Eliza, Beth Noble. How have you been? Konnichiwa. How's Japan this morning? Or rather, almost midnight. Let's see how far we are now. 200. We're about halfway there. Cold? And by cold, you mean 30 degrees Celsius, correct? Because I'm fairly certain you said that it does not get particularly cold there. Nitrogen fuel at 75%. We should have just enough time, just enough fuel to make our way there. Man, who would have thought 440 kilometers would take so long when you're going a kilometer a second, hey? Is this a bottle? Oh, wow, this looks like a glacier underneath us, because those are like mountain caps, and that looks like a solid glacier moving in that direction. It definitely doesn't look like water. 68 degrees outside today. Wow, that's some seriously fluctuating temperatures that you got going on there. TNT Danny, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Hawk Flock. Let's see how far we gotta go. Where are we at here? 283. Okay, about 160 kilometers left. I'm telling you, this place better be worth it. Not like the canyons we saw before. Those canyons were pretty pathetic. 07 to you too, TNT Danny. Or as my son says, "T'unta." Pretty sure that was from the Microsoft movie. Or Microsoft, excuse me, the Minecraft movie. It's funny because before he learned to read, he never understood why "t'unta" was a joke. And then I started teaching him how to read, and he was making the sounds of all the letters. And we opened up Minecraft, and he looked and he goes, "Dad, t'unta!" And then he laughed and he understood. Are we there yet? No, we're not. But we need to be, because we are just about done on time. So I'm hoping that we'll be arriving in the next couple of minutes. Let's see. We are at 366. How far away did I say we need to go? 440 kilometers. We are almost there. Almost. I've got the engines in reverse to help keep our speed going backwards at the right speed. 440 kilometers. It says don't stay too high once we're getting close. So you know what? I will I'll descend here so that we can look for this river canyon, because we are apparently close to where we need to go. We are gonna pass out. Yes, we are. Okay, we're gonna come down here because apparently we are right around where this river canyon ought to be. I see what looks like could be potential riverways down here, but we are way, way too high to know for sure. And let's see, I gotta just check our bearings here. So that's KH3, we're 420, so yeah, we still... We'll just go straight down here. We'll get down to ground level so we can look for this river canyon that we're looking. Yeah, throttle up a bit, I know. I just don't want to go straight down into the ground as I'm trying to descend here. Made that mistake before. Alright, We're keeping our eyes open. There is a river canyon somewhere around here. I mean, I see mountains. I don't see a river yet, though. Oh, it's starting to get a little green as we come down through the clouds. Okay. So we are looking for a river canyon at around 27 degrees from here. I think here we can do this. And it ought to be in this vicinity. Hey, there's trees down there. There's green trees. But I don't see water anywhere. Raven's Roost at Cry. I have a couple other destinations in mind that I want to go check out. That are that we're on the. Oh, that looks like water up there, but that looks like we're a little bit too far from where we wanted to be. Let me just check here. Low altitude, follow the water, find somewhere scenic. Yeah. I don't see water. Except for that. That's the only water I see, but could that be it? I mean, I guess that could be it. I don't see water anywhere else. It would have been cool if the water was cutting through these mountains. That's some nice mountains right there, but I didn't see water there. Let's go see if this water leads us to a river, or maybe we will end up just getting a landing spot there. Or it could be right up ahead there. It does look like it's possibly some water. That could be a river. That is definitely water, but not a river. But that could be a river. I think that might be it right over there. That's where we're going to go. We're going to go check it out. It's a big, long lake. After, you could see it from high up. Water is near Ghost Hollow. Well, you know, it would have been nicer is actually send us to, like, Harper's Point, because that's 100 kilometers from here, rather than making us fly 400 and some odd kilometers just to get here. That's a lake. Okay, so it looks like we've got river up there. And I can't tell if that is just... Is that a river? Is that a little... No, that can't be a stream running... No, that's got to be just ice. Well, we found lakes. Oh, hold on. I found it! We found it! Nice! Nice, nice, I got it! There it is! Awesome! Yes! This is what I was looking for! Why they couldn't just make us go 100 kilometers from that Harper's Point instead of, you know, 400, 500 kilometers from the other place. We found it! What's at Harper's Point? I have no idea. But I'll tell you what is here. The river that we were looking for. Okay, I'm just gonna get down to the end of the river over here. It looks like it's coming out of the mountain. That's pretty cool, actually. So, are there waterfalls? Like, are we gonna see a waterfall coming off this mountain? That would be awesome. Please be a waterfall. Please, please, pretty please. I would love to see that. Well, it's not a waterfall, but it is in fact a stream coming off of mountain melt. I guess that's kind of accurate-ish, right? Okay, let's do a little river run here and see what this place looks like. It's very nice. I mean, this reminds me a little bit of the West Coast when I used to live in British Columbia. There were a lot of rivers that were kind of like this. There's some light reflecting off the canyon there. No, I'm not going to fly through it. I don't have a ship nimble enough to go through it. It's interesting how, you know, the trees just kind of grow near the river. I think this is one of the things that, you know, their new Genesis thing with terrain generation and all of that is probably going to make a big difference in the game. Oh, sorry, I missed the invite there. If you want to send that to me again, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna do a thing to make flying a little easier. Let's put our scanners down, and we'll put our engines up, because I don't need that much scanners, but a little bit more juice to the engines would be nice. Maybe we can actually fly through here a little better. There we go. Yeah, this is cool. See, this is what Elite Dangerous needs. It needs atmospheric planets so we can have stuff like this in Elite. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, this is the type of stuff that I like checking out. I want to go fishing down there. And then this, I'm going to assume, is going to lead into some kind of lake. Waterfall was on the left? Oh, okay. Maybe I missed the waterfall. My bad, folks. But it's cool that stuff like this actually exists in the game. And this is what I really enjoy. When it comes to exploration, you know, there's only so many barren planets and lifeless moons that you want to see before you go, hey, there's not much left here. And now here we go. A nice greenish blue lake with a bit of a sunset, folks. And I think this is where I'm gonna land, right on the banks of this river right here. We'll put the landing gear down. We're gonna set ourselves down right here. Shut off the engines. And let's take a look at this place. This is what we were looking for. A place to call home. When they add base building into this game, and you can come out... Oh, wow. Okay, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. What a nice place for me to just kind of like log off here and end the stream. It should leave water trails. Can I pen for gold? Given the way that Star Citizen works, it wouldn't surprise me at all if you could. I landed in the wrong place of the river, though. I'm just missing that beautiful sun glare off the water. But look at this. Gorgeous. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do this here. It's a little chilly on this planet. All right, folks. You know, thanks so much for joining me again on FYI print screen key is for screenshots. Okay, yeah, well, we'll do that. Grab a screenshot right there. Thanks so much for joining me again on this stream. A little bit of fun, just kind of exploring the verse a little bit, learning what is out there in Star Citizen. And, you know, you get some pretty nice vistas like this. When I logged in the other day, I was, you know, sitting in a wintry kind of place. There were like these huge snow-capped mountains that were absolutely gorgeous. I flew over. I couldn't land on them. They were a little bit too sharp on the top. But, just knowing that you can go and find this makes exploration feel a little bit more feasible in Star Citizen. I don't know how many places there are like this, but, as they continue to add new planets in the Nix system with their new Genesis system that they're tentatively adding in the 4.11 patch, I'm excited to go check that out. And hopefully that opens the door to them being able to add a lot more systems and a lot more planets, because this is the type of stuff that I enjoy doing. It's not always about combat. It's not always about resource gathering or making money. Sometimes it's just about finding really cool places like this. And I think here we are as the sun goes down behind us. Just something that you can look at and go, wow, the effort was put in, and whatever they did it right. So thanks for joining me on this Saturday morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you happen to be. Appreciate all the chat. I appreciate the guidance. Thanks, Garesu, for helping me find Benny Henge. And I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I stream every Saturday at 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I also stream on Thursdays from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, notification, hit a follow, and come and join me on the next stream Thursday evening. For now, I'll see you guys around. This is Commander Josh Hawkins, signing off.